Good evening, Professor Crawford. I am Brett Cawley. I am doing a video response for a critical thinking course for spring semester of 2018. I'll be telling first, how has society produced the empty self? Number two, how does the empty self threaten the mission of the church? Number three, how can the local church minister to people who has these qualities? In my answers, I'm going to be sure to put in there the material from chapter 5 regarding the virtues that you can see to the integral life. Morton says a society with empty selves is morally bankrupt, integrally shallow. He is telling us that if a society with a morally bankrupt gets in this situation, but before we go further in it, what is morally? Morally is when you supposed to stay away from something. God gives each person the thoughts of what is wrong and what is right. If our society does not have morally thinking, how and well it will affect the church? Warner says that it will cause a mess in the whole body of the church. It will make it hard for people to grow. For example, if a person who studied the Bible daily would come to the church and the pastor says to do abortion is the right thing to do, it would be hard for the man behind the pulpit to say it than the woman, because the man can't get pregnant in the first place. So if he would say it, you might want to think about it before you say it would be right. This will make the Bible reader to think, if the pastor questioned abortion, would it be right for me to question it? And if this person questioned it, he or she probably will never read the Bible again. Morton says that reading the Bible will grow you, and if you don't read it, you will never grow into what God needs you to be. How does empty self threaten the mission of the church? Morton continues to say, it is clear that empty self is contrary or different from the nature of the mature fallen Jesus Christ. He is saying this empty self that comes from the culture is different than Christ is. Our biggest struggle is phone in hands, not the Bible. If we really want to grow our faith, we would put the phone down, but our sinful nature wants to say no to Bible reading. Bible reading would change us from the inside to the outside. The society wants the churches to do the same thing, to say yes to things that is wrong and not biblical, and follow after the stuff that will keep us from being who God wants us to be. So if the church is the reflection of Christ, we need to stay away from things or ideals that try to push back the mission of being the hands and feet. How can local churches minister to people who have these qualities? You can first love them where they are right now and bring them to the right way. We can carefully develop their minds, as Morton proclaims to do with them, to let them know that you are here to help them if they are really serious about this, to help them to make this a habit and not to be a torture thing to be in, to help them by doing the habit, to help them grow in the right way. God bless and have a blessed night.